guys. I know we've demonstrated some of the homemade dressings that we've done that before, but I ran across something I want to have you try. So we are big fans of balsamic vinaigrette. I make mine from scratch, but I've actually had some in restaurants that's made with a white balsamic, and so I was trying to recreate it myself. And I actually found white balsamic vinaigrette or white balsamic vinegar just at Hy-Vee. So you're gonna follow the same process that I've told you guys before, and at times I don't necessarily measure some of this stuff. I forgot, last time I made this doesn't come out very well. So I usually use about 2 parts vinegar to 1 part oil, which is basically reverse of how it's typically made in restaurants. Usually it's a lot more oil. But I like making my own. I don't want it to be super oily, and I like, when you make your own, you can actually, you have full control over all of that. So again, it doesn't have to be science. If you don't have a bottle, like what I'm showing here, I would suggest you buy them. I bought 3 of them off Amazon for like $5. I snipped the tip off of it just a little. It's really good because you can put it all in, you can shake it all up, and then it's easy to save in your refrigerator. I've done them in mason jars before. That gets harder when you're trying to pour it. You tend to get more dressing than what you need, so it's a lot easier to use this from a portion control perspective. So we've got our oil, we've got our vinegar. Again, not necessarily measuring, but when we post this, I'll actually write it down for you. Garlic salt, I'll do, again, about the size of this bottle. I'm gonna do maybe about 1.5 teaspoons of garlic salt. I'm gonna add just some coarse ground black pepper. Usually I would crack it myself, but this, again, just super easy to throw it in the bottle. Then I always add Dijon mustard, and this is actually a brown mustard that's got the mustard seeds and everything in it. I like it. And I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of mustard. And then I'm gonna add about 1 tablespoon of honey, maybe 1.5 tablespoons. The thing with the honey, it doesn't necessarily make it that sweet. It just kind of cuts a little bit of the bitterness from the vinegar and the mustard and kind of rounds it out. Plus, I like the consistency. When you shake it all up, it tends to stay together a little bit more. I guess I'm out of honey. And so really, that's it. You could add some dry oregano if you wanted to this, or any other dried seasoning that you may like. So, feel free to do that, and feel free to experiment too. Experiment with different kinds of vinegar. Same process, just, you could use a red wine vinegar or whatever. So just shake it up. I always keep it in the fridge. Because of the oil, I do pull it out about 20 minutes before we're ready to put it on a salad. So that way, if the oil's gotten a little bit solid, it tends to loosen up. But you can see it's a nice light flavor. It goes with about anything actually. So the other thing I wanted to show you today, again, I'm a creature of habit, so I eat almost the same stuff every day on my salad, but I know not everybody's like that. So I wanted to show you some different things that we will put on salads. So we always have multiple kinds of lettuce. So we always use spinach as our base and do at least 50% straight up spinach. Nick likes the spring mix, which has some spinach in it, but some other things like, usually like, arugula, or it has a little bit of arugula, has some radicchio, some red leaf lettuce, etc. So I'll go 50-50 with his. I love arugula. It's real peppery. I love the flavor of it, so I always mix these two together for myself. Then we always have some type of protein. So here's my grilled chicken I did over the weekend. These I buy from Schwann's. They're already in 4-ounce portions, so we just grill 1 for me, 2 for Nick for every day, and that gives us our pre-portioned chicken. And I usually do about 3 days worth. At a time, you could do a whole week if you wanted. The other thing we talked about is tri-tip. So I've posted a couple recipes with tri-tip. We're almost at a point where we eat it almost once a week. But then I always make sure I get one big enough that there's leftovers, because I'll cut this up and put it in Nick's salad. He loves it. Slice it against the grain, and then slice it again real like thin strips, like julienne strips. Sometimes I'll do straight up tri-tip, or I'll mix tri-tip and chicken. So just, again, try to give it a different flavor. We usually always add some additional vegetables. So he's a big radish fan, so he always gets radishes. I like broccoli, so I add broccoli. We usually always add tomatoes. And I know buying tomatoes like this can be kind of expensive. The thing I like about these is they taste like a tomato. They're sweet, and you don't need a lot of them. So usually in a week, we'll go through 1 of these. And at times, I have enough here to do salads for both of us, and then maybe a small side salad with vinegar, oil, a little bit of red onion, and feta to go along with burgers or something. So $7, but I feel like it's a good flavor and I really like it. Nick loves Kalamata olives, so I put Kalamata olives on his sometimes. I actually love these deli sliced hot cherry peppers. So they're not as hot as a jalapeno, but they have a really good flavor. And again, you only need like 5 or 6 on your salad because they're pretty spicy. So I really love that. And then some other things you can do to add a little bit of a fat content. A little bit of feta. Again, we try to encourage softer cheeses, feta, goat cheese. I love nuts. I like the crunch. So I usually add a tablespoon or so of nuts. Again, you don't need a lot. We're kind of now into this avocado phase. So we've been cutting up, actually sharing an avocado on our salads too. The thing Nick really likes about that is that when he shakes his salad up, it gives it kind of a bit of a creaminess over the whole thing. So it doesn't just feel like you're eating lettuce and vinegar for your dressing. So I would encourage you to try that. Last thing, and I didn't have any craisins. I'm out of them, I guess. Sometimes I'll put craisins or raisins on my salad. Sort of like the nuts, you don't need a lot of them, but it's kind of nice to bite into one of those. The chew is a little bit different. It's usually sweet, so you don't need, a tablespoon or 2, and that's it. The thing I just encourage you, if you're getting bored, try new things. Take whatever leftover vegetables you had from the night before and throw that on your salad. Experiment with different kinds of meat. Just don't be afraid to think out of the box, because typically lettuce could be a vehicle for about anything. And so I would just encourage you to try all kinds of vegetables, specifically the ones that are in season this time of the year. Strawberries would be good too. A strawberry chicken salad with almond, that would be good. So I hope you guys like it. If you have any questions on the dressing, let us know, but we'll actually get the recipe posted along with the video. Thanks.